Here we have then the second delivery of the mentoring process in lines of suggestions and actions, respectively for the startup, Frodo. And then it responds here to the second explanation of the 90-day strategic roadmap. The strategic roadmap of 90 days for Frodo is designed to validate the business model, regulatory barriers, and establish a solid operational base divided into main phases. So, one of the main phases we have is phase 1, which is foundation, and validation, which is from day 1 to 30. This phase focuses on establishing the necessary technical and legal pillars to operate, which involves the minimum viable product, regulatory mapping, talent search, and the 1-to-1 reserve, which is exactly a separate corporate bank account, and depositing a minimum seed capital as fiduciary reserve proof. Fiduciary. But then we move on to phase 2, which is nothing more than structural alliances from day 31 to 60. The goal here is to create ecosystems of necessary partners for the execution of services, such as alliances with payment gateways, pilot sellers with specialized advice, and then move on to phase 3, which is scaling and visibility, which from day 61 to 90 is the final stage of the quarter, and seeks external visibility and preparation for growth.
Que del día 61 al 90 es la etapa final del trimestre y se busca visibilidad externa y preparación para el crecimiento.
Campaign, respectively, accelerator application, drone technical roadmap, and first revenues. Of course, the obstacle mitigation strategy to ensure the success of this roadmap. Sources suggest a Scrock-Fair approach proposing drone operations until the financial license is established, which reduces initial regulatory friction and the capital requirement. Additionally, it is recommended to position Frodo as a trusted financial technology for e-commerce that uses logistics as a strategic differentiator. And then we move on to the obstacles, which exactly is the obstacle we have of. What are Frodo's main obstacles and solutions? Frodo faces the challenges typical of a deep tech startup, which are mainly grouped into 3 categories: economic, legal, and technical. 1. Economic obstacles of limited capital, as seen there in the presentation, which is the integration of drone logistics and requires a high capital cost. Within these are everything related to the strategic part, the part of priority revenue models, non-dilutive financing and cloud credits and equity for service respectively. That is the economic part of the Frodo matrix. The technical part, the obstacles exactly that we have in terms of capital, from the point of view of technology. The platform requires advanced algorithms and robust security for fund management, and the solutions it faces are hiring a part-time CTO, having proven technology and programs from a book tree, external security audit and technical mentoring that can be, in this case, free. And immediately we have what is legal mitigation. Now, what are the solutions for that legal mitigation, that risk? The legal obstacles operate as a FID user entity under the Bank Central of Sri Lanka. But first those aeronautical permits must be obtained, and it is complex. The solutions then are the approach of Scroft firm, partnerships with existing banks, regulatory exemptions, and third-party drones and pro bono advice. And there we see how we have all the obstacles that exist, and the solutions presented according to the proposal presented. Thank you. However, there is a part that is what today the startup presenting, Frodo, and with the startup of tomorrow, that presents exactly a Frodo with stable capital, with a verification of truth and with a different basis that is not based on using the drone as another, but on using the truth.
De verdadera y con una base diferente que no se basa en utilizar el dron como tal, sino en utilizar la verdad.